Mo at, man?
Dog, I've called this man 5 times.
Man, we were on the front. Just let him know we're at the balcony. Just pick up the phone. Call him again, man.
All right, bet. Hold on.
Hello, are y'all here?
Open the door. We're at your balcony.
What?
Well, then snap yourselves up. Come on. What y'all doing?
Get in here. What's up, guys?
What's up? Jay, what's going on, boy?
Every morning you have 2 choices. Continue to sleep with your dreams or wake up and chase them. On this channel, we're choosing to chase them. I'm connecting with some pretty cool dream chasers and getting all in their business. They say millennials always have something to say. I don't know. Let's talk about it.
As you can see from the title, we're talking about why men don't talk about their insecurities, and we're gonna just jump right in. I got my boy Lyric right here, and I got my boy Justin right here. Let's do it.
What's up?
So, let's talk all about it. So why do you think it's this stigma around guys not really discussing their insecurities? I had a conversation with a coworker, and she was talking about how she thinks guys don't even have them. Like, guys aren't insecure about nothing. Guys, you know, guys are confident innately. It's just within us. What do you say to that?
Well, I think my first about a woman saying that is, I think women look for people that are secure. And I think that's something, confidence and security, and it's something that women look for. And so I think that's something that we try to portray at all times. And if you aren't secure and if you aren't, you know, confident in yourself, you kind of come off as soft. And I think that as strong black men, we try to stay away from that.
Right, and to your point, El, I thought that's what that show Insecure is all about on HBO, right?
Right.
Because you got a guy that is dealing with a woman that is maybe they're not on the same level professionally. She has things going on for herself, and he's in an area where he's trying to figure himself out, and their true insecurities get shown while they're not shown, and they don't know how to deal with it, right?
Yeah.
So,
because I feel like society doesn't even allow men to have insecurities, right? Like, girls can get plastic surgery, girls can get all these things done, but a guy has to just own whatever you have. You know, like a girl can get extensions if she doesn't appreciate her hair per se, or she wants a bigger butt, nicer chest, thinner nose. She can wear makeup if she has bad skin. There's all these things that girls can kind of do, but if a guy talks about like his outer appearance in a way that's like not confident, it's like you're automatically thinking he's soft, he's weak, he's all these things. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, can men have insecurities? Can we say, you know, I don't feel attractive today, or I'm not as strong, I'm not muscular?
I feel like it's the way that like you display yourself, because at the end of the day, like El's right. Like, a lot of women don't want to be with a man that like portrays too much of weakness, right? Like, as a woman, you want to be able to go to your man and feel secure. So there's some things I feel like sometimes we gotta necessarily like hide our insecurities in moments, but I think we should also be open with them so that they can see that other side of us and get to really know us, right? You know,
so let me ask you this though. So do you think that hiding our insecurities sometimes helps a man or hinders a man in a way? You know what I mean? Like, if we're always kind of being...
It's tough because I always feel like you should be honest with your partner, or be honest with whoever you're dating, but sometimes too, like, people go through different things, and I feel like you have to pick your times and pick your moments with like how much you burden your woman with at a specific time.
Even outside of relationships, just your day-to-day business, can you be...
I mean, it's a hard question because, right, like, for instance, on the job, like, you may be afraid of public speaking, but when you go in that room and it's time to actually deliver whatever you have to deliver, you don't want them to see that nervousness. You don't want them to smell that nervousness. You want to look prepared, right? Yeah. So I also think it comes down to also preparing yourself for the moment. So yes or no? I mean, that's a hard question, man.
So let me ask you, so say you with your boys and you're not feeling secure about something. Do you feel comfortable saying it? Like, hey, yo, like, you know...
Yeah, I mean... I think it goes for a level of how tight we are, but I think my good friends know what my insecurities are, and I think that comes with time. That's not anything that I'm going to say, hey, yo, listen, I don't feel comfortable doing that right now. I would never just say that. I think with dialogue and how I get comfortable and spending more time with either your relationship or my boys, that's when you're going to get to know, like, I was really not comfortable going up in heights.
Oh, that's me. So, let me get my phone. Quiet on the set, guys. Quiet on the set.
Dang,
Is everybody's phone on vibrate?
Nah, but that's like I just think that you learn people's insecurities even in a relationship over time, and I think that's what really makes you vulnerable. Like when you're dating a girl and she knows what your insecurities are, if she helps you, I think people can learn your weaknesses and your insecurities, and if they, that's what kind of attracts me to a woman. If they can feel my insecurities or tell what my weaknesses are, and then they are better at that or help me improve on what I'm weak at or what I'm insecure about, I think there's nothing sexier than that a woman can do.
I agree. I guess for me, I just really think outside of relationship, outside of like the corporate scene, it's like there's this pressure on men and black men specifically to be confident at all times, to never be able to cry, never be able to like feel, right? So it's like in the second you do feel, you're weak. You're soft. You know what I'm saying? So like, when are you able to feel? When can you say, okay, I don't feel confident in, forget public speaking, forget relationships, I don't feel confident in what I have on. Can you without sounding soft? Like, I don't like my outfit today, or I don't like my body today. I wish my biceps were bigger. I wish my nose was thinner. I wish whatever.
Do men have that?
See what I'm saying? I'm sure men are. I don't think men think they can have that, so they always not.
I feel like it's the man and the personality, because like we all may have the confidence that when we step out, that like.
Pause. So you like every single thing about you?
I don't like every single thing about me, but what I'm saying is I'm comfortable enough. Like if I'm around my true friends, like you were saying earlier, or if I'm around my girl and we having a conversation, I'll crack a joke about it just to kind of ease the moment. But I also feel like I'm comfortable to share that insecurity with the people that I'm really close
and I think when it comes to physically, I agree. But physically and clothing, I mean, you gotta just be confident, and I really feel that way. Whatever I got on, there's definitely days I feel like my threads are better than other days, right?
This is a threads day.
I'm feeling good today, I got that fresh cut. I FaceTime my girl, she gonna hit me with the okay. Yeah. I'm feeling good that day. But there's definitely days I know like I need to get a cut, and I might say like I need to get a cut, or my shirt's a little wrinkled, like I wasn't feeling it this morning. Yeah. But I don't think it doesn't weigh me down. So I guess I do kind of feel what the girl was saying. It doesn't. I've heard women say I don't feel as pretty today. Like I don't feel that way.
Or like when women congregate, I could imagine, and don't kill me in the comments. I'm just imagining. But like a woman be able to tell her friends like, I'm insecure about this. I'm thinking about getting this done, or like my hair is not whatever. I want to add this.
But we tell each other that. I mean, think about as friends. You work out a lot, and I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get 10 pounds on. We've had that dialogue. Yeah. That may not be a super insecurity, but that is something physically that I would like to change about myself.
But if I was to say like, I want a smaller nose, or I want to get a facelift, I am insecure about, the size of my head. I want to get a head lift. I want to get surgery. What do you guys say?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Again, but like as a female says, I'm thinking about getting, fillers or Botox or my chest done or my butt done or a liposuction or whatever. Even as a heavyset guy, a heavyset friend says, I want to get liposuction.
I mean, here's my thing. Like, if you let your insecurity become so much of a weakness that like everywhere you go, like that's the most dominating like presence in your life.
That's good.
Then I think that's the issue. You got to look at yourself and say like, who am I as a person and what do I value? But I also understand that
what do I value?
Right.
What do I value?
For sure.
Yeah.
And that's for women too. You don't gotta go get tits. I mean, I don't know if we can say that. You don't have to go get improvements. You don't gotta. I think we also had a dialogue at the community service thing when we were talking about
it was women lit too. I may put a clip. It was lit.
It was awesome. But just we talked about extensions and women being just beautiful and being who they are, and I think that's kind of on men. But I think women need to get back to, and it's happening. We're seeing the curly hair, we're seeing the natural styles, we're seeing black women just be black women, and that's what we were just talking about that we're drawn to.
For sure.
But like we were saying while we were out to eat, so as I started dating more women and they're wearing wigs or extensions, I know some women, they just don't want to wake up in the morning and they
don't
don't want to
do
do
it.
their hair.
For sure.
So again, it comes down to like if you think your hair is the worst ever as a female,
Right.
and you're letting that be your insecurity, and you're not stepping out in that confidence.
That's
Because that's what we want. We want to see you more confidence. But if you decide that you just don't want to do your hair because in the morning, like you gotta
get to the job,
cook
you go to
breakfast,
the
get
gym.
your kids ready to go to the gym,
Right.
then that's acceptable. You know what I'm saying?
for
So
sure.
I guess it
I
kind
agree.
of depends on the situation. Right?
Yeah, I agree.
So last message is for a guy who is insecure, for a guy who says, I don't like, say I'm overweight, or I'm not getting as many girls, I'm short, I'm whatever the stigma says that a guy should not be, I'm that. What do you say to that guy?
Wow. I should start off.
I mean, I think you be who you are, and you see corny, and that's just my perception of what I think corny is. But you see corny, you see lame, and to me, that is somebody that's not being who they are. So be who you are in your skin, and then I promise people will be attracted to you because you're not acting, you're not being who you're not. I love to go out, I love to hang out, but I'm also a nerd on the side, and I'm a nerd. So what? But I also like to go out, hang out, dance, and have a good time. And some people deem like that's lyric, he's comfortable in his skin, but that's cool. So I think be who you are. Don't reinvent yourself. Just be who you are, and people will be drawn to you. Women will be attracted to you for not. They won't have to see through your BS.
I like that.
I mean, I grew up with 4 brothers, right? And we all have different personalities, right?
It's not
I mean, you went to school with my oldest brother, so you just know he has a different personality than I have, and then I have another brother that he's into anime and into Japanese culture, and I have another little brother that like all he likes to do is go out and do photography, right? I'm not that type of person, but what I can say is like we all have our own friends and we all have our own lane, and we're all like influential in our circle. So I think again it comes down like the confidence and it comes down to like who you are as a person, because if you're consistently doubting yourself or telling yourself that like you're not worth something, then like you're gonna be the guy that is out of shape, that is looking at someone like an Ovi and like, dang, I wish I had his body. Well, you could have his body, just get in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Consistency,
so you gotta change your mindset.
Yeah,
so,
that's real.
Yeah.
I think I would say to that guy, first I would say don't look for everybody to feel it. Everybody's not gonna feel it. That's just the reality.
That's real.
Even the most cool person in the world, everybody's not gonna feel it.
That's
so
real.
I think be mindful of that. Like who is for is gonna get it.
Right.
Who is not for, they're not gonna get it, and that's okay. I think a lot of people get so down about like, I don't have this many likes on the picture, or I'm not having this and this, but don't focus on what you don't have, focus on what you do have, because you might see, I have a girl right in front of me who loves what I'm offering, or I have friends who love it on me, like, to the fullest. And then I would also say, who's the rubric?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right, like who's to say what you're offering isn't what needs to be given, you know what I'm saying? So like, and like what you guys said, of course, confidence is key, because at the end of the day, like, and I always say, I value the opinions of those that I value. If I don't value you, I don't value your opinion. So I was at church and they were talking about, and we'll wrap with this, but the pastor said, labels create expectations. And that was so big. That's my air freshener. But they create expectations. And he was saying, like, whether they're good or bad, there's positive labels. You're gifted, you're pretty, you're beautiful, you're smart. There's negative ones. You're a liar, you're bad, you're a drug dealer, you're an ex-con. There's these labels, right? But because we're so hooked up on labels, that tells us how to treat you. And he was saying, as a pastor, he hides it. He won't say I'm a pastor. Like, what do you do? I'm an author. And he's at the gym, like, he's an author. Oh, he's a guy. Cool. What up, dude? You saw the chicks? You say I'm a pastor. Oh, pastor. How are you, pastor?
That's
you
real.
treat him differently because I put more value on your label. You know what I'm saying? So I think take the labels of older brother, parent, human.
That's a good point.
You're a person.
That's a good point.
I can be who I am because there's no more labels, bro. So like really take off the labels.
I feel like I do that a lot. So like,
for sure.
I feel like if I have a certain insecurity, it's like I already know who the person I'm going to talk to, because my brother, he's not going to get that, so I'm going to go talk to my girl about this, or mom, she's cool.
This one's not for mom.
It's not a mom one.
But like I wish I had the mentality to get rid of those labels and to be able to have conversations about my insecurities with everybody that I love, right? So,
but it's hard.
It's hard. I never thought about them this way, but you start to think about I think spending more time on your insecurities, actually thinking about this and having this conversation. When you first brought the topic up, I was like, no, I know I have insecurities, right? I know I can think of what some of them are, but how do I voice, what exact moments they are? I feel them when I'm in the moment, but working on them, I think has really been helpful to me, and it doesn't stop. I'm 32 years old, about to be 33, and continuously learning about myself and my insecurities, it just makes me stronger. I feel stronger and feel more confident.
Legit.
So work on them, expose them, learn from people that you look up to, that big brother, those people that been in a fraternity sorority longer than you, people on the job that have been in the job longer than you, that might know how to do it better than you. Ask those questions.
While maintaining the fact that they're still here.
They're still here.
Absolutely.
And you're still probably doing a great job. And you're you. So be you.
So be you.
Be you.
That's it. Hands in for be you. Be you. We close this out. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Be on the lookout for the next video. And thanks for watching, guys. All right. Peace.